Parties on Freeman versus Sheriff. Step forward, please.
39-year-old mechanic Charles Freeman claims Abe Sheriff's 16-year-old son, Sammy Sheriff, dropped Charles' 8-year-old son, Taylor, on his head, resulting in 22 stitches.
Order. All rise. Yeah, this is case number 678 on the calendar in the matter of Freeman versus Sheriff. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Folks, have seats, please.
Mr. Freeman, this must be Taylor, is that right?
Yes.
And Mrs. Sheriff, this must be Sam.
That's right.
These two young men were friends. How old is Sam?
He's 16.
And were the families friendly?
I would say yes.
According to your complaint, Mr. Freeman, Sam was playing with your son, and your son was injured.
Yes.
Were you present?
No, I wasn't.
Who was present?
My wife.
Is she here?
She's right here.
Perfect.
And, of course, Taylor and then my son, Vance.
All right. Now, Ms. Freeman, why don't you explain to me exactly how your son was injured? Did you see it?
Yes, I did.
The whole thing?
Yes.
Okay, so why don't you start from the beginning?
We had just returned from the bike shop, and we parked on the street. We had to walk approximately half a block to our home. And I was just locking up the truck when I turned around and noticed Sam tossing my son in the air over a rough pavement. And I noticed that was a very dangerous act. So before I could get to him, I was crossing the street. The accident had already occurred. My son was dropped approximately 3 to 4 feet from Sam's shoulders.
When you say he was tossing him up in the air, had he been on his shoulders?
No, it was more like a fireman's carry.
Show me.
Like this.
So he had him over one shoulder. That's the way he was walking with him.
They had already stopped, and he had tossed him up like this and was twirling him around.
Mm-hmm. And you were right behind them.
They were already across the street. I was locking the truck.
You saw it. You can't be locking the truck and seeing them at the same time, Miss Freeman. So what I'm asking you is, you saw him enough to see him throwing him over one shoulder, throwing him over another shoulder, and my question to you is, did you say, put him down right now?
I started to run across the street. I couldn't get to it in time.
Miss Freeman, if I saw somebody engaging in conduct that I thought was dangerous with my child, and I was just across the street, I would scream, put him down.
I yelled.
You just told me that you didn't yell. You just told me that you started to run across the street.
Yelling, I'm sorry.
No, Miss Freeman, you didn't. Come on. You didn't. You weren't there, right?
I wasn't there.
But he was there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Come on up here, Sam. Tell me what happened, Sam.
Well, we came back from the bike shop, and we were walking. We all got out of the truck. Donna was locking up the truck, and we were walking, and I picked Taylor up, and I had him like on my shoulder, and well, I go to put him down, and he just like, he was like, his head was right here, and I went like that to put him down, and he hit his head on the ground.
How long have you and Taylor been friends?
I've known Vance since 4th grade.
So it's you and Vance who are friends?
Yeah.
Step up here, Vance. Friends?
Yes.
And you were walking with them when you saw Sam pick up Taylor?
I didn't see him, but I turned around. I was walking, and I turned around, and Taylor was on the ground. I heard a hit on the ground.
So you didn't see it?
No, I walked past him as he picked him up.
Okay. Now you can sit down. All right, Taylor. How are you?
Good.
How old are you?
8.5.
8.5. And how old were you when this happened?
8.
You remember what happened that day?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
We just got back from the bike shop. We just got out of the truck, and he put me on his shoulders, and he dropped me, and I got up and I said, "Why'd you do that for?" Then he picked me up and went to the house and he put me on the couch. And then my mom called 911. Then they came and then they took me to the hospital.
And you had played that way with him before? Where he picked you up and put you over his shoulders?
Yes,
Where had you played like that before?
by our driveway.
And when you played like that before, was your mom home?
Yes.
Did you ever tell your mom that you didn't want Sam to do that?
No.
Because you were having a good time?
Yes.
Was your mom ever outside when she saw? When you were
No.
playing like that? So she was in the house?
Yes.
Okay. You're a nice boy.
Thank you.
And you learn fast. See how good you are? Yes, no, right? Very nice. Okay, so your lawsuit, Mr. and Mrs. Freeman, is for medical bills.
Yes.
When I read your papers, this seemed like a very unfortunate situation because these two boys used to be friends. And I don't know why they're not friends anymore.
They're still friends, but they're not able to play at each other's houses.
Why?
Sam's more than welcome to be at our home, but unfortunately Vance was told he can no longer go over there.
Why?
I'm not sure, Your Honor.
Why is that?
Your Honor, because I was afraid from the liability about it, so I did speak to my son not to go there, and I told him in the meantime, I don't like to see Vance in our house.
There are several theories under which you are not entitled to recoup from this young man and his family your medical expenses. First, parents are, or I believe should be, liable for the torts, that is, the negligent acts of their children. In this situation, you were aware, or should have been aware, that this is the way your 8-year-old child played. Now, you may say that you didn't see it, but as a parent, you have the responsibility to see it because you have the responsibility to supervise at all times your child who was 8 years old. Then he would have been on notice. Don't pick him up, don't throw him over your shoulder.
Can I say one thing, Your Honor?
Sure.
I would never allow anybody to toss my son around and play like that over cement.
What I'm telling you is,
I've never seen it.
if you never saw it, you should have seen it. You weren't paying attention.
I don't
You
believe
should
that.
have seen it.
I don't believe he ever did do it over cement. We have a big grass front yard.
Listen, madam, you're not talking to somebody who's 35 years old. You're talking to about a boy who was 15 or 16. And he's not saying the cement child can get just as injured over grass as he can over cement. You know, you said if I saw him playing with him over the grass, it wouldn't have been so terrible if he was throwing him over the shoulder, because if he fell, he would have fell on grass. That's ridiculous.
Judge Judy will continue in a moment. And later today,
The only thing that I don't believe, sir, is the word investment. Investment is made up in your mind.
Well, not if you intend to give money back.
No, if you intend to give the money back, it's a loan.
this is Real People, Judge Judy. Charles Freeman is suing Abe Sheriff for his 8-year-old's 22 stitches after Abe's 16-year-old son, Sammy, dropped the young tailor on his head.
This is the kind of accident that's nobody's fault, Mrs. Freeman. It's nobody's fault. It's certainly not the kind of situation that requires a lawsuit, because it isn't anybody's fault. It is truly an accident, and everybody bears a little bit of culpability. He certainly will know for next time that he shouldn't do that, and you as a parent who's much older and much wiser will know that you have to supervise your children better. So this is not something that should have broken up a friendship between these two boys. That's very, very unfortunate. Fortunately for you, and fortunately for this gorgeous little boy, he wasn't seriously injured, because he's here today and he's fine and he's bright and he's articulate and he's got a good memory of the events. So clearly it didn't injure him long term. For that you should be grateful.
Thank God.
Not sue. Your case is dismissed. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Good to see you, Donnie.
This way. Out the back door to your right.
Hey.
He had a severe gaping hole in his head that had required plastic surgery and 22 stitches.
It was an accident.
It was unfortunate accident, and thanks goodness now the accident behind us. We're looking forward to for Sammy to rebuild his friendship with his friend, and thanks goodness too for Taylor injuries, not bad. And we would like to be friends with the Freemans again.
I want to be friends with Vance again.
And now the next case.
All parties on Bennett versus Snipes. Step forward, please.
44-year-old school groundskeeper Myron Bennett is suing his nephew, 27-year-old pager business owner Wilfred Snipes, for a $6,000 loan. Wilfred says it was a business investment that lost.
Mr. Bennett, this is your nephew.
Correct. Yes.
You claim that you made a loan to him, substantial loan,
Yes, I did.
and he hasn't repaid you.
Correct.
So why don't you tell me how it came about that you made this loan and for what amount?
Okay, this happened back in July of '98, and at the time I just got a settlement from my job, and he had came by my house and asked to make a loan for a pager company that he wanted to get started. And I loaned him the money, and he wrote me a little paper saying how he was going to pay me back in about 3 to 4 months, and I haven't received anything. And this is the cashier's check also.
Tell me about this pager business of yours.
Okay, what I have, you know, I have a pager business, and
Look at me.
What I have, the pager company, and what I did, I offered him to, if you would like to make an investment in the company to increase my profit. And I told him with that matter that he would be able to receive like checks every month after the business grow.
I never heard anything like that, Your Honor.
Things change every day. Prices fluctuate on the pager company, on pages itself. So what I had bought, Motorola came out with another mark and just
Mr.
dominated
Snipes,
that.
you're doing a lot of double talk for me, sir.
Basically,
Your Honor, first of all, if I would have went into business with him, I would have signed an agreement for me to be on the company also. Nothing like that never happened. And the only reason why I loaned him the money was because it's my favorite nephew, and I believe what he told me at the time that I gave it to him, they would have it back to me. And I asked for it over and over again. We had an argument on the phone. He cursorily, I can't use the words that he used toward me on the phone, saying that I get it whenever he get it, and I just would have to wait. And the only thing I got from him is that I get a free pager service from him, which basically only $8 a month, if you want to call that payments, you know.
You don't have that many years.
Exactly.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
No. Look in my eyes, sir. Stop shifting from foot to foot and look in my eyes.
Closed captioning sponsored in part by Real Cases, Real People, Judge Judy. Myron Bennett claims his nephew, Wilfred Snipes, owes him for a loan. Wilfred says it was a misunderstanding. It was a business investment.
All right, I read your defense, sir. Convince me that this was a business investment.
well, only way I can convince you
Look here.
is by telling you on what
You went to his house.
Right.
Start with, I went to his house.
Okay, I went to my uncle's house, and I knew he was coming to some money, so I asked him, you know, could he give me some money, and basically in order what I need to do with it. It was to increase my profit in order to kind of like help him as well as help myself on expanding my business more as I would like to.
Convince me it was a business.
I mean, that's what it is, you know, and I have a pager company.
Well, I know you have a pager company.
Right.
Convince me that your uncle went in as an investor in your business, other than in your own mind.
Can't convince you no other way about just a verbal agreement, basically. That
Well, I didn't hear a verbal agreement. I heard you went there, you asked him to give you the money because you wanted to increase your business.
The only proof I got is my brother right here, my brother Derek Snipes, which can say that he was there with me when I said it myself.
Oh, well, step up here. You were there? Was he there with him?
Yes, he was.
Let's hear. You're the brother.
Yes, I was there. Basically, he did. He told him that it's an investment. You will get your money back on top of more money. And they basically had
Tell
a
me
verbal
the
agreement.
conversation. If you remember it.
I do. My brother came up. We all came in together, and he told him, I'm opening a business. He said, okay, what do you want to do? He said, I do need some money to help things get started. I'll get it back to you. Would you like to put an investment in it? My uncle said, yeah.
The only thing that I don't believe, sir, is the word investment. That's the only thing I don't believe. I believe he came to you, I have a business,
Right.
I need some money.
Right.
That I believe. Investment is made up in your mind.
Well, not if you intend to give money back.
No, if you intend to give the money back, it's a loan. It's a loan.
But as an investment, when you invest in something, you expect your money back.
He
on
was
top of
investing in your brother's word that he would repay him the money.
something. Right. He will. He just didn't pay him fast enough.
$8 a month, free pager service since July isn't exactly payment back. Do you work?
I work for my brother's company, actually.
How many other people work for the company?
There's 2 more. There's a secretary and another person that
Well, you get paid, don't you?
sometimes when it's
No,
good.
you get paid. And who's the secretary?
And another friend of the family, and she gets paid.
And she gets paid,
Right.
right? And who else is there?
The guy that does the crystals on the pager.
And does that guy get paid?
Yes.
Why didn't he get paid?
He will.
We just wait and let it grow. It takes time for a company to grow.
No. That's if he's in business with you. Now, let me tell you what happened. Look in my eyes, sir. Stop shifting from foot to foot and look in my eyes.
Judge Judy will continue in a moment. Are you in a family dispute? Call 1-888-800-JUDY. On the internet, judgejudy.com.
How much money did you put in this business? Cash, money. Look at me.
About the same.
About the same.
Right.
So if he's an investor and you put in 50% and he put in 50%, then he should be a 50% partner with you. Do you intend to give him 50% of your profits?
No.
If looks like you're winning, right?
But it's
Yes, okay.
But look, it wasn't meant like that because he just was coming in there. I mean, ain't like he was doing no work.
Just a second. A, I don't believe you put in $6,000.
I didn't stop
That's
putting
A.
in 6.
How? Well, yes, you did. You said
I
about
said-
the
I
same.
said- I
About
said
the same.
all
It's about the same.
But I ain't say full 6 now.
Okay. Because I don't believe you put in 6. I believe maybe you had 6 to start up the whole business. That was his 6 that you had to start up the whole business. Maybe you put in $12. Maybe you
No,
put
it
in
take more than that
$18.
because you got to advertise, put the flyers, buy the pages, buy the crystals, buy the computer system.
Yeah, with his $6,000.
The disc alone cost you $2,000.
Right, that's another 4. You still got 4 left over. So he put in all the money. He put in all the money. You were doing all the work. Well, seems to me that if he put in all the money, and if I believe your story, which I don't, by the way, that this was an investment, that he should get 50% of all your profits. And you just told me, oh no, he's not going to get 50% of my profits. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Do you know that?
That wasn't an agreement,
That's not
though.
no
That wasn't an
I mean, if
agreement.
I give somebody 50% of my profit, how am I going to maintain running the company?
Just a second. So what was your agreement?
The agreement was that I will pay him, monthly as the company grows, whatever the
As
profit
the
is.
company grows, you were going
Right.
to pay him monthly. Just a second. Is what you want me to believe that when you were sitting there and saying, I need this $6,000, you had this whole discussion with him, and as the business comes in, I'm going to be able to give you money, a little bit of money every month? You telling that what you want me to believe? Hey,
Yeah.
look at my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah? Wrong. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $5,000. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Yeah.
Back door to your right, please.
Judge Judy will